Hello, how are you guys?
Good.
Okay, so welcome to class. The agenda for today is we're gonna first start with a check-in on how we're feeling. Then we're gonna do an intro to STEM activity. Then we're gonna do a draw a scientist activity with a discussion. And then we're gonna talk about who we know in science. And then we're gonna do a science experiment at the end, which is gonna be really fun. So, to start, I have the content objective and the learning objective. Do either of you want to read one? Livy?
I'll be able to describe characteristics of a scientist and a scientist I know.
Perfect. Mia, do you want to read the other one?
By the end of this lesson, I will gain exposure to new and diverse scientists.
Perfect. All right. So those are our content and our learning objectives for today. And now we're going to do a check-in. So I'm not sure if you guys have done a check-in like this before, but we're going to check in with the weather. So it's important to check in on how you're doing because it's okay to feel different emotions and it's okay to talk about how you're feeling. So we're going to start with going around and you can just say your name and we're going to say how we're feeling today. So I'm going to start. I'm Kerry, and today I'm feeling sunny because I got a good workout in and I'm having a pretty productive day. All right.
My name is Livy, and I'm feeling like half sunny, half cloudy because today was pretty good, but it's a little boring too, you know.
Yeah.
My name is Mia, and I'm feeling sunny because I get to play after school.
Awesome. Okay, so now, have you guys ever heard of STEM before?
No.
Okay, so STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so people who are scientists could be working on like a cure for coronavirus, or people who work in technology help with computers at companies. People who are in engineering like make our big bridges and skyscrapers, and the people who are in mathematics could be professors or mathematicians. And there's a bunch of different types of STEM workers who are women and men, and they use their knowledge to understand how the world works and how to solve problems. So it's a really important field, and there's a bunch of different opportunities that there are within STEM. So to start for today, we're gonna do an activity. I'm gonna hand you both a piece of paper, and I put crayons in front, and the three of us are gonna do this together, and we're gonna draw a scientist. So when you hear the word scientist, what do you think of? And draw it. So, yeah.
You draw glasses too. I feel every scientist has glasses. But it seems like they're supposed to.
All right, finish up in like 1 minute. Does that work? 1 minute?
Yeah.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna put our scientists on the table and we're gonna do a gallery walk. Do you guys know what a gallery walk is? So we're all just gonna leave our stuff here, and you can do like a little loop around the table and look at each other's drawings, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about think about what you see in common, what differences you see between all of our drawings. Sound good? Mm-hmm. All right. Great. So yeah, we're gonna have a little discussion about our scientists. So Mia, did you notice some similarities or differences?
I noticed that she had glasses too.
That both of your scientists had glasses, yep. Livy, what'd you notice?
I noticed that we put similar hair on ours. I just did like more pointy and less, and yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys notice any other similarities? Mia?
That we all did beakers.
Yeah, we all had beakers. Did you guys see anything else? Liv?
I think we all like used a lot of like similar colors, like blue and yellow and orange.
Yeah. Did you guys notice that me and Livy drew a boy and that you drew a girl?
Mhm.
Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Is there anything else? they all look really good, right?
Yeah, I think that I noticed that me and Carrie made like necks.
Yeah. Did anything surprise you about the drawings, or is this what you typically think a scientist would look like?
I was surprised that what's it called? Hers had a dress.
That hers has a dress on?
Yeah.
All right. Did anything surprise you, or are you ready to move on?
What did you say? Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. All right. So, can you guys name any any famous scientists? Can you think of anybody? Like, if you think there's some
Look, I guess like Einstein, cause like
Einstein's a good one. That's one that I would think of. George Washington. That's a president, but
yeah.
Is there any others? Just Einstein.
I don't really know that.
Yeah.
I read a book and it told me about it, but I forgot what it
You forget?
meant.
Okay. So when I did this activity, these are the scientists that I thought of. So as Livy said, Albert Einstein, definitely one I thought of. Thomas Edison, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, he made Facebook. Neil Armstrong was the first astronaut. So these are the scientists I thought of. Is there anything that you notice that they all have in common? Mia?
They're all men.
They're all men, yep.
They all kind of seem to look alike.
They all look alike, right? They're all white,
Yeah.
too? Okay. So now, I have this video that we're going to watch. And do you guys have any questions so far about the lesson? Or is everything making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So here's this video that we're going to watch. And then at the end, we're going to talk about this a little bit.
Oh,
Yes?
I have one question.
Yeah.
If you walk on the moon like Neil Armstrong, how does that make you a scientist?
So scientists are anyone who is working with science technically. So he is considered a scientist because what he did in space was work for the science field. But I can get why that would be a little bit confusing.
Okay.
All right.
When you study
Any scientists that stuck out to you guys?
Well, one of them I knew about and I memorized. I knew Jane Goodall. I read a book about her.
Yeah. I think, isn't that so cool what she did with all the chimpanzees?
I think it was funny because he kept saying chimpanzee.
Yeah. Did any of the scientists stick out to you?
Well, what's his name? Albert Einstein.
You've seen him
It's
before.
kind of cool that he shows a bunch of women scientists. And also I feel bad for the girl who they stole the credit from
Yeah.
for the DNA.
Right. So the thing that is
Then how do people know they stole the DNA?
they stole her idea probably because I'm guessing they knew because she probably told people and they probably admitted it, but because sometimes men get their way over women for stuff like that, which isn't fair. So as Libby mentioned, the video is supposed to show that there are all these amazing women scientists, but we don't really know any of them because science can be a male-dominated field, and so a lot of people think of scientists all of men, just like I drew, just like Libby drew, just like we all said, those are the scientists we think of. But from this video, there's all these, and Mia drew women scientists, and all of these amazing women do science. And at the end of the video, I really like how they said science can be for anyone. You just have to study hard and try.
And have a white coat.
And have a white coat. Exactly. So Are you guys ready to be scientists?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, here we go. So, for our last activity of the day, I have prepared a fun lava lamp experiment where we're gonna be scientists and we're gonna make our own lava lamp. So I listed out the materials that we need. So we need water bottles, water, vegetable oil, fizzing tablets, and food coloring. And so I wrote out all the instructions, and so I have some of the materials, and as we continue to do the project,
Oh my gosh, these are so cool!
yay! I'm so glad you guys like this experiment. Look at these glowing in the dark experiment, and I'm so glad that you guys got to be like scientists, women scientists, young girl scientists, whatever you like to call yourselves. What did you guys take away from this lesson today about scientists?
That like girls are scientists too.
Girls are scientists too. Awesome. What about you, Mia? What did you take away?
Girls can be scientists too, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to class today, and I really appreciated all your work, and you guys did a great job with your scientists and answering questions and asking questions. So thank you so much, and have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.
Bye.